In other news, we told you this week about legislation in Pennsylvania that removes private funding in elections.
And today, our state capitol correspondent Brendan Scanlon joins us to break down additional voting legislation being discussed in Harrisburg this week. Brendan.
Oh, good evening, Mike and Eva. That's right. Much of this week in Harrisburg was spent addressing voting and elections, in particular constitutional amendments by Republicans who say these amendments are necessary, especially after the 2020 general election. However, Democrats say it's an effort to restrict voting access.
Ladies and gentlemen, and the people of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, be ready, because there's going to be a lot more constitutional amendments that our majority caucus members are going to try to ram down our throats.
Specifically, two constitutional amendments under what Democrats call a Christmas tree bill.
That include making the Secretary of the Commonwealth an elected position, placing egregiously restrictive and invasive voter ID requirements on voters.
The term Christmas tree bill is often used to criticize legislation that serves as a vehicle for various unrelated floor amendments. Democrats say Republicans are using the amendments for political gain and election influence.
And put things on the ballot. That's not what our republic was designed to do. People elect us to represent them.
However, Republicans say there is growing support for things like voter ID.
Polling that I've seen, roughly 75% of the people believe that ID to vote is a good thing.
Senator Dan Laughlin says nobody's attacking citizens' access to vote.
There's nothing going on with our voting that is going to prevent anybody from voting. I think everybody needs to understand that.
Across the Capitol, House Republicans are trying to pass a new election security bill, House Bill 1800, after a similar one was vetoed by Governor Wolf.
Hopefully he'll read the bill, and the new one, and we can actually negotiate and come up with a meaningful product that will help bring about the election security that everybody wants.
But Democrats say it would still hinder voting access.
Shortens deadlines, which make it harder to vote. It shortens the time to apply for voter registration, shortens the time to apply for a mail-in or absentee ballot.
And Mike and Eva, this week was actually the last week of the 2021 session for Pennsylvania lawmakers, so we can expect the debate over these voting measures to head well into the new year, 2022. For now, reporting inside the state capitol for Erie News Now, I'm Brendan Scanlon. Mike and Eva, back to you.
All right.